Millions of dollars in stolen jewelry, more than a dozen arrests, and police are saying that that is just the tip of the iceberg. They're now looking for more victims of an international organized theft ring that has been operating here since 2020.
Police say that these people were preying on the Asian and elderly communities. NBC7's Dave Summers takes a closer look at the investigation and the impact these thefts are having on those who are being targeted.
NBC7 first reported this attack on a 72-year-old Vietnamese grandmother caught on camera. It happened just across the street from her Canova Street home a week before Christmas. The two women thieves stole her necklace, which is an important piece of heirloom jewelry.
It is very frustrating and it's disappointing and it's sad. It's all the above. A lot of these items, they're invaluable and they're irreplaceable.
Asian Pacific Islander community organizer Peta Konfutum has been the shoulder to cry on for victims of this international criminal organization for the last 2 years.
A lot of our elders, a lot of our community members, they're scared to go out.
Turns out San Diego police financial crimes detectives have been working this case and many more like it for just as long. This week, investigators released the suspected names and faces of the 13 arrested and charged in connection with this series of crimes. There are another 30 people on that same release they're looking for.
These are people who we have identified as being in San Diego and being involved on some level in these crimes.
We showed the pictures to the Canova Street victim. Through her granddaughter, she identifies one of the women police are looking for as an attacker.
How exactly are they successful at stealing this jewelry?
Oftentimes they'll ask them for directions to the nearest church, or they'll tell them that they went through some trauma related to a robbery or something that's happened to their family. To kind of prey on that victim and get them to feel bad for them.
Once the victim's guard is down, investigators say they use pickpocket sleight-of-hand techniques to steal everything from jewelry to wallets. If that doesn't work, they resort to rougher methods.
They buy luxury vehicles. We have suspects that own Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Rolls Royces. They have large mansions in
Romania, because Detective Johnson says all his suspects come from the same small community in that country. Investigators say the thieves target Asian neighborhoods, supermarkets, and grocery stores. They're watching the temple at Wat Lao Buddharam of San Diego for those coming and going from worship.
This whole situation definitely disrupted the peace of mind of our community.
San Diego police say take a page out of your childhood lessons. Don't talk to strangers and don't walk alone. If you have a phone, take a video or a picture of someone approaching you and maybe the vehicle that they were driving. Anonymity is their best protection, but exposing them is your best defense. In Mira Mesa, Dave Summers, NBC7.
Police say these thefts are underreported. The victims sometimes feel foolish for being tricked, and so they just don't pursue criminal charges.
Okay, so y'all just heard that right there. In the words of Seiji Hito, they don't look black to me. So y'all see this image right here on your screen. They call it the Roma Traveler Crime Series, and that they have been targeting Asian people and elders, and probably a combination of both with you Asian elderly individuals in San Diego. Now, to my knowledge, San Diego has a very small black population. So it would be very unlikely that they would be the ones doing it. But I guarantee you, if it was, you would have had people like that Charlie Cheon going out the window to talk about how black people are expressing anti-Asian hate, or, you know, the anti-Asian narrative when it comes to black people. After all, that's really how he blew his channel up, so to speak. And I don't hear the usual suspects talking about this. I mean, look at these images. They said some of these people are of Romanian descent. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of them are. Now, if you look at the top row, this row right here, these are the ones that have been arrested versus the ones information wanted, meaning these are the ones they have not caught yet. Now, this is not balanced at all. That means they're still out there working the street, working their little schemes. But I guarantee if it was one black person in the mix, oh, they would have been on it, because they had to push the narrative that is black people that are doing and committing all this anti-Asian hate around the world or just with around the establishment itself. Now, one thing that really stuck out to me at the very end was when the anchor woman said that they were scared to do these kind of reports and all types of stuff like that. And I'm thinking about that video that Charlie Cheon did. Some of you may not have seen it, where he was posting up about that woman yelling into the street about anti-Asian hate coming from black people. Why aren't they out there in the street yelling right now with what they did? They have a whole ring going on here. But they'll pinpoint out one or two black people that they think they can throw something on and then blow it up and over exaggerate it. I haven't seen one talk about this story yet. I haven't seen one talk about that Billy Davis, I believe that's her name, the one that stabbed that Asian woman like 7 times in the head, could have killed her. But let one black person seemingly do something to an Asian person, and then the whole world's supposed to just stop. It's just supposed to just stand right there on the axis and not move. The lack of consistency for me. But we know why that is, because they line right up in step with PC in order to disparage us. Am I surprised? No, I am not. And this right here is a little bit of karma. For all the lies and misinformation they want to put out there about us, it seems like every time that happens, another one of these pops up. And it's worse. This is extreme right here. Like, they're going out there and attacking what I deem soft targets, because elderlies would be soft targets, in order to steal their jewelry from them, to fool and trick, lie, deceive, and steal. But obviously, many in the Asian community don't care that much. So why should I? The only reason I'm making this video is because I have a point to prove, not because I give a damn, because I don't.